In the distant future, on a planet far beyond Earth's reach, there was a species known as the Canthars. They were a proud and mighty race, known for their immense strength, unparalleled intelligence, and the ruthless efficiency with which they conquered the stars. Standing at the peak of the evolutionary ladder, they had ascended to a level of technological prowess that made even the ancient civilizations of Earth seem primitive in comparison. They were the top dogs of the galaxy, and they knew it. The Canthars ruled over a vast empire stretching across several solar systems. Their empire was built on conquest, but they had long since turned to diplomacy and strategic alliances to maintain their dominance. For centuries, they were the undisputed rulers of their corner of the universe. No one dared challenge their might, and their advanced technology seemed to guarantee that no force could ever defeat them. They had perfected weapons of war that could obliterate entire planets, and their ships could travel faster than the speed of light. Their armies were filled with warriors enhanced by genetic modifications, making them near invincible. But then, humans arrived. It started as a simple exploration mission. Humans had discovered a new way to travel faster than light, using a technology based on quantum mechanics that the Canthars had never seen before. At first, the humans were regarded as nothing more than a minor nuisance, a primitive species still in its infancy by galactic standards. They lacked the advanced technology and military power of the Canthars. But what the Canthars underestimated was the resilience and adaptability of humanity. They had survived their own planet's near destruction, thrived in the face of countless setbacks, and now they were ready to make their mark on the stars. The first human ships to enter Canthar space were quickly captured. The Canthars, dismissing them as an insignificant threat, made little effort to interrogate the humans. They expected to learn nothing but foolish tales from a race that could barely make it off their own planet. But what the Canthars failed to realize was that humans were more than just survivors. They were innovators, capable of learning and adapting at a rate far beyond what any species, including the Canthars, had anticipated. A year after the humans had first entered Canthar space, something unexpected happened. A Canthar colony on a distant world was destroyed, obliterated, in a manner that had never been seen before. No weapons had been fired, no ships had entered the atmosphere. The colony, once a bustling hub of Canthar industry and research, simply vanished. At first, the Canthars thought it was an anomaly. Perhaps a natural disaster had occurred, or some unknown threat had emerged. But as more colonies began to disappear mysteriously, and without explanation, the Canthars' confidence began to waver. And then they discovered the truth. It was the humans. The humans had learned to manipulate Canthar technology at an astonishing rate. They had infiltrated the Canthar infrastructure, hacking into their systems, sabotaging their defenses, and turning their weapons against them. It wasn't just their superior technology that made the humans dangerous. It was their ability to outthink their opponents. They didn't rely on brute strength or overwhelming firepower. Instead, they used cunning and strategy, exploiting every weakness the Canthars had, every gap in their empire. The Canthars, once the rulers of the galaxy, were caught off guard. They had never considered that a species so primitive could outsmart them, let alone destroy their empire. The human methods were insidious, intelligent viruses that corrupted Canthar ships and weapons, sleeper agents who slowly took control of key military and political positions, and, perhaps most devastating of all, the human ability to adapt quickly to any situation. They learned from their mistakes and refined their strategies with each battle. Within a few decades, the Canthars' empire began to crumble. The humans were relentless, striking at the heart of the Canthar war machine, dismantling it piece by piece. And what made it worse was that the Canthars couldn't fight back in the way they were used to. They couldn't rely on their superior firepower because it was no longer in their control. They couldn't rely on their advanced technology because the humans had taken it from them and turned it against them. In a final desperate attempt to save their empire, the Canthars launched a full-scale retaliation, a last-ditch effort to crush the humans before they were completely wiped out. But it was too late. The humans had already perfected their own weapons, designed specifically to counter Canthar technology. Their ships, now faster and more advanced, tore through Canthar defenses with ease. The once feared Canthars were scattered and defeated, their civilization reduced to ashes. In the end, there was no great final battle. The Canthars, once the top dogs of the galaxy, simply faded away. Their mighty empire collapsed, their cities and colonies turned to ruins, and their people disappeared into the depths of space, never to be heard from again. The humans had won, not by sheer force, but by their unmatched ability to adapt, to learn, and to overcome even the greatest of challenges. The galaxy moved on, and the name of the Canthars became a forgotten legend, a story whispered by those who remembered a time when the galaxy trembled beneath the weight of their power. The humans, now the new rulers of the stars, had proven that even the mightiest of species could fall. They had killed the Canthars, not with weapons of mass destruction, but with something far more dangerous, the power of intelligence, innovation, and the will to survive. The Canthars were no longer the top dogs. They were a footnote in history, a cautionary tale for any species who dared to believe that their power could never be toppled. For in the end, it was the humans who had become the new rulers of the stars, and the Canthars were simply a memory.